Please welcome floor candidate for Program Quality Director, Elliotte Mao. Question number 1. What are your plans to achieve district goals in the distinguished program during your year?
Oh, you mean the very famous DCP? Actually, the first thing I really need for people to do is to even know what it is at the membership level. And then secondly, at the base camp manager level. Seriously. It's because of the base camp, the 3 base camp managers, if they don't understand what it is, then nothing gets registered at Toastmasters International. And I understand what their concern is. So for the longest time, DCP didn't mean anything to the members because they thought that, oh, it's just an acronym, or I don't care about points. I don't care. Well, the fact is that it's not just points. It is the club's report card. So most important is for people to see it as a report card and not just as a superficial little credit check on the clubs or even the members. So once I get it, and you look at the DCP chart, you take a look at what the categories are. A lot of the categories are the pathways achievements, and then the other ones are the low-hanging fruits, like get your officers list in, doing your renewal, and then the really sensitive part, which is the membership, how it's doing. So I would like to just zero in particularly with the DCP chart, the idea of level of achievement and participation in the Pathways program. But because membership is what's causing many clubs to be in trouble, I would like to look at that part too, not as just a head count, but as a indication that something's in trouble. You know, and I'm not going to just keep saying and complaining about the pandemic itself. I'm not ready to accept that the pandemic is the only reason why membership has been going through attrition. So yeah, the DCP program, we've got to spell it out, and then we've got to sell it, so to speak. Find out the why you do something.
All right. Thank you. Question number 2. What is your plan to increase Pathways adoption in the district?
Because I was a Pathways guide from 2017 on, the first thing I would probably want to do is to get real about the program. Stop marketing per se and using pretty words, but really get down to why the adoption part is not happening. And what I've seen with the adoption part is that our own leaders are not registering or doing Pathways. This is true. I've seen it at even the district level. And then I've also seen it at the club officers training, where all your trainers either don't know Pathways, have not registered for Pathways, or don't even understand it. So in order for us to do the Pathways adoption, I don't want to look at the percentage. People are saying, wow, district so-and-so, worldwide so-and-so, because some of those statistics are deceiving. The first couple of years ago, when they just allowed the legacy program to be not valid anymore, they're not going to use it. Well, of course, once people dropped the legacy program, they had no choice. So they went and registered for TAP Pathway. At that time, the saying was, oh, finally TAP Pathway has been welcome and awakened and people love it. No, those statistics, those are reflective of the logistics of all these people now finally to drink with no choice. But as far as adoption, I want the club, the district leaders to be on it, walk their talk before asking why the members aren't adopting it. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Question number 3. How will you ensure high quality club officer training?
Train the trainers, train the trainers. Because I once attended a couple of those and I thought it was a really good idea. I still think it's a very good idea. Where it has not been implemented really well is that I'm really questioning the trainers for the training. It just turned out that the trainers have not been trained. And if there's a way to just even sit in on the results of what the trainer has been taught, that's very important. The other thing is that we have evaluation forms that are worded strangely. They don't really address what the trainers should be training. They were just saying, oh, what did the questions were too generic. Oh, what did you learn? What was your takeaway? You know, how was the trainer? No, definitely pertaining to my other answer, I want all the trainers to be on pathways. I absolutely need to know that. I mean, I actually sat at a VPE training of the VP of Education, and 11 out of 13 were not even registered on pathways. Duh. But I also have trainers who also were not registered into pathways or didn't go beyond level 2. That should tell us something. That should tell us a lot. Yeah. So the train the trainers is probably one, and don't just have one. Have several, and not only COTs but DECs as well.
All right. So that does it with floor candidate for Program Quality Director Elliotte Mao. Thank you, Elliotte.